everybody. Today is my weekly trip to town and to pay bills, post office, and get groceries. So I'm bringing you along so I can talk for a little bit. It's been a while since I did a on the road again video, so that's what this is. It's on the road again video. I don't know why that keeps bleeping out like that. It's making like my hand's getting put in front of it, but it's not. There's this that's in front of it. I guess I can put that there. Maybe that's what's doing it. Anyway, let's see what the price of gas is. Gas is down to $3.69. Wow. It seems like every week now that I go out, it drops down a little bit. $3.69. That's here in this part of Missouri. And the first stop today is going to be at the post office. I have to mail off some bills, get some stamps, and check my mailbox. So that's where I'm heading now. And then after that, I will be paying my water bill. That's right around the corner. So anytime I come up here, when I plan a trip to the post office, I always plan on going to the water department thing at the same time if I've got a water bill to pay. It just works out better that way. That way I don't have to zigzag back and forth. I can go do my post office doings and then go right up around the corner. And it looks like right up here we're running into the city of Dexter emptying out a hydrant. So we're going to get through some water splash. Here we go. Whee! Oh, wow. Wasn't that fun? I turned the wrong thing on, the wipers. City must be flushing out their hydrants. We got right in the middle of it, so that was kind of fun and different. I mean, I don't know if there was another street I could turn down. I didn't notice it till I was right up on it. So it was kind of late for me to try to find another place to turn. I guess I could have backed up, and went down another street. But anyways, a little excitement for today, going through the hydrant that they were opening up, flushing out. They've been doing that a lot around town. I noticed up at Walmart. The other day when I was up there that they were flushing one of the hydrants out up there by Walmart. I don't really understand what the purpose of that is. Somebody on there who works for the fire department, could you please explain to me why they have to open the hydrants up and waste the city water by flushing them out? Is the water like down in a tank, sitting down under the hydrant, and it gets rusty? Because I always just thought they were hooked up to a water line, to a main water line. And when the fire department used them, they turned them on and the water just came out. So somebody please explain to me what the purpose of flushing out the hydrants is. Okay, we're at our first stop. This thing is getting in the way again. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It keeps getting in front of my camera and blocking it. Okay, we're at the post office. So we're going to run in here and mail this letter and see if we got anything in the mailbox. Let me get this stuff out of here so I'll have it ready to go. There's my water bill. There's the thing that I'm going to mail. I thought there was another letter in here that I was supposed to mail, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah, I need to take this in because I got to get some stamps. Truck coming in front of me. A truck pulling in. He's probably going to mail some letters in the mailbox there. There's a mailbox up there in the parking lot. He has to wait for that mail carrier to get out of the way. I don't know what's going on with my mask today, the mask that I'm wearing. Okay. That's for later. And I need to take this and this in, turn this off, and I will see you guys when I come back out. Okay, I'm back. And now I'm fixing to go up here to the, let me take that off, maybe y'all can hear me better. Fixing to go up here to the water department and drop off my water payment. I'm waiting for these two cars to go out so that we don't all pull out at the same time. So as soon as this blue one gets out, turns left or right, whichever way they're going, I will be heading out. And they have an outside depository, I guess that's what you call it, for those that don't want to go inside. I used to go inside and pay my bill for a long time because I took the cash in there direct and just paid it, get a receipt. But now I write a check and I just deposit my check on the outside. I have the stub from the water bill, and then I also have the check coming back to my bank as proof of payment. So that's my doorbell, my alarm ringing. So I'm going to do that. All right, where is it? Here's the water bill right here. This is how I do it. I put it in an envelope that says water payment. And usually I put my address label on it, but today I just put a bunch of stickers on it. Okay, now we're back from that. Okay. Now the next stop that we're going to make is going to be at the Dollar Tree, because I discovered my last trip that I went to Walmart and bought eggs. They've went up in price. They've doubled. I was paying like $1, anywhere from $1.27 to $1.50 a dozen. Last time I went, they were $3 a dozen. I really wish that I haven't talked to her yet, but I was going to see if my landlord would let me put a small chicken coop in the yard and just have 3 chickens so that I could get my own eggs, because with the price of eggs like it is, it's outrageous. So I discovered that the Dollar Tree has them cheaper. Now here's the thing about the Dollar Tree that I don't understand. When they were $1, everything in there was $1 before they raised the price. You could get a dozen eggs for $1 a dozen, which made them cheaper than Walmart, because once again, you're paying $1.27 to $1.50 a dozen at Walmart. Okay, so I used to get them in the Dollar Tree. All right, the price went up to $1.25, so I figured if I was going to pay $1.27 at Walmart, I'll just go ahead and pay the extra 2 cents and get the eggs there with the rest of my groceries. Well, get this. I don't understand why they did it this way. They still sell eggs there, but they split it in half. Now you only get 6 eggs, and you're paying $1.25. Before, we were paying $1 for 12. Now you're paying $1.25 for 6. But here's the kicker. It's still cheaper to buy them there than it is at Walmart, because if I get 2 boxes of eggs, which makes it a dozen, that comes out to $2.50. That saves me 50 cents on a dozen eggs. Even though I'm paying $1.25 for 6 of them, that's still cheaper than paying $3 for them at Walmart. So that's what I'm fixing to do. Like I said, I bought some at Walmart last time I was there, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up a dozen at the Dollar Tree while I'm in there. And then that way I won't have to buy them again for a while. And here's a tip for those of you who may not already know this. I know a lot of you probably already do. But when you buy eggs, on the end of the carton, they have a date that tells you the eggs are good until this date, or use them by this date. Those eggs are actually good for 6 weeks after that date. I think that's what it was, 6 weeks. It was either 3 or 6 weeks after that date. So what I do, I take a black magic marker. This is something I should have did in one of my tips videos that I do. I take a black magic marker and I look on the calendar and I count ahead to the date, which I think it was 6 weeks. It might have been 3. But regardless of that, it was 3 weeks. I counted ahead 3 weeks, and I take that magic marker and I write that date on the other end of the egg carton, the opposite one from the sell-by date. And I keep that in my icebox, and then I pay attention to the date that I've got written on there so that I'll know when when the eggs are going to be expired. I always use them before then because I like to make a lot of recipes that use eggs. Here lately I've been doing a lot more of that. And then I found this little hack on TikTok the other day for cooking eggs. If you want to have like a fried egg and you don't want to mess up a pan and you don't want to mess up a skillet. Ooh, somebody's having a yard sale. Today's a good day for yard sales. It's Friday. 504 Hickory. I'm going to have to check that out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It was on TikTok, and you just take the eggs, you put a little bit of oil or butter on a paper plate, crack your egg in the paper plate. Here's some more yard sales right there. Ta-da! And then put another paper plate across the top of it, and then you put it in your microwave for 50 seconds. So I tested it out to see if it works, and it really does work. It works good. So from now on, when I want fried eggs, instead of messing up a skillet, that's how I'm going to cook them, in the microwave. 2 paper plates, a little bit of butter, and when they come out, you put a little salt and pepper on them. Fry up some sausage to go with them. Make you a little toast, a little butter and jelly, and you got breakfast. You don't even have to heat up your house a lot. I mean, except for the sausage. Unless you cook your sausage ahead of time, and then just microwave that too. You could cook bacon and sausage in the oven. That's how I usually do it. Then you'll have it ahead of time, and all you got to do is just microwave it a little bit. Like after you get your eggs done, put your sausage and bacon in there and microwave them a little bit. It's a good little deal. So I will be going down here to Dollar Tree. And in the meantime, y'all get to see some of the businesses again here in Dexter. There's Regions Bank. That's the only bank that has a mailbox out in front of it. So like if you don't want to drive all the way down to the post office, you can drop your letters there. And down here we have DNS Drugstore. They actually have a little kitchen in there where they sell food. I bought some of their food there before. The food is good. I have no problem with the taste of it, but it's extremely expensive. Then we have a Hickory Log Restaurant, which has the best ribs in Missouri. Corner College, which sells a little bit of everything. Corner Cottage. Another bank. Dexter is bank poor. I tell you, that's banks and churches is what we have in Dexter a lot of. A lot. And then we have a car dealership here, Nissan. And here comes our friendly neighborhood Dollar Tree, which I'm fixing to pull into and go in and get my eggs. Now watch me get in there and they won't even have any. They'll be sold out. Then it'll be another 2 weeks before they get any. That's what happens a lot of times. Oh, they got their flowers outside for some reason. See those beautiful flowers? Those are pretty. I love to put artificial flowers out in front of my yard for different holidays. Like green ones for St. Patrick's Day, those red ones for Valentine's Day. Red, white, and blue for 4th of July. Alrighty, I will see y'all when I come back out. Alright, I'm back. I got my eggs. Saving 50 cents by buying them here. You know what? They already got Halloween decorations out in there. Can you believe that? Halloween is not for, 2 more months? 2.5 months? Something like that. I'd say 2.5 months, almost 3. August, September, October. Yeah, almost 3 months. Dollar Tree done got their Halloween stuff out. But they got some cute stuff in there for fall. Flowers, orange flowers. That's why they got them flowers out on the sidewalk out here. They got the flowers inside for fall. Orange and brown and tan and yellow. Real pretty. So like you can make a real pretty fall arrangement. They got those in there. Oh, look at that purple car coming up behind me. If it gets behind, oh, it's going the other direction. Y'all won't be able to see it. I wanted y'all to see it. There was a purple car behind me. But it's going in the other direction, so you won't get to see it. So, all right, I'm on my way to my last stop, which is Walmart. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to get at Walmart. Just a few items. So I won't be in here very long, and then I got to get back to the house. Now, gas up here at Walmart gas station is $3.62. If you want to buy that and put it in your car, it's $3.62. But I stopped buying it here because my mechanic told me that was what was causing problems with my engine, messing up my car, so I don't get it here anymore. Waiting for the light to turn green, and there it is. Looks like we're fixing to get some rain. Some black clouds rolling in on the backside. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of rain. So, let's try to find me a spot as close as I can up to the front so I don't have to walk. It's early, so there's not a lot of people. Let's let this person back out. Maybe I get their spot. There's actually two of them fixing to back out, I think. I just saw a lady get in that truck. I don't know if they're going to back out also or not. Anyway, I'll pull into there and get that spot. That'll give me close enough to the corral. Yeah, that'll be good. I like to park close to the cart corral so I don't have to walk too far when I'm putting them away. All right, I'm here. I won't be in here very long. I'm just going to go in and get I got 2 or 3 things on my list I got to pick up, and that's it. So I'll see y'all when I get back out. With that one. On my original shopping list, I only had like 3 things to get. I figured I'd get in, get it, and get out because I wasn't even going to the pharmacy. I didn't have no medicine to pick up. I was just going to pick up some turkey. Things to get. I had to get turkey and some spices for a recipe that I want to make. And some sour cream and some whipping cream. And that was it. Well, I was going up and down every aisle. I was like, oh, I need to get some of this. Oh, I forgot I need to get some of that. And I kept putting stuff in there. Ended up filling my shopping cart almost up. And I don't know how long I was in there, but it was longer than I expected. And I spent way more than I thought that I would. So hopefully I won't have to go grocery shopping for the next couple of weeks. I hope not. As much stuff as I ended up getting. Try not to turn that fan up too loud where y'all can't hear me. Anyway, I'm going to try to back out of here and go home. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. I sure wasn't expecting that. They always say don't go shopping on an empty stomach, and I guess that's what it is. But really, my stomach wasn't empty. I had is there somebody behind me? I can't tell if somebody's trying to get my spot or not. I think there's a car back there wanting to get my spot. Are you back there? Can you see me? I back out real slow. That way if something happens, they can't say, well, she came backing out of there like a bat out of hell. Excuse my Frenchy language. But I do that. That way if something happens, I can say, no, I was backing up very slowly. And I was watching them very carefully. Oops. Going over the hump. I'm going out the back way. This car that act like they wanted my parking spots behind me. I hope they follow me for some reason. They're probably coming for a pickup. Yeah, they're coming for a pickup. Walmart pickup. Anyway, I spent way more than I was expecting to. So I'm hoping that I do not have to go back to the store for a couple of weeks. I usually go once a week and just pick up the stuff that I run out of. But it seemed like I was running out of everything according to that shop. I see so many recipes that I want to make. and I don't have all the ingredients, so I try to write down what ingredients I have, and I was remembering stuff when I was in there that I could use. Oh, I can use that for this recipe. Oh, I needed some of this for other recipe. Lo and behold, I ended up spending way more than I thought I would, just because of that. Didn't really want to, but it happens. So I'm on my way to the house. The dogs probably wonder what happened to me, because when I left, I told them, I said, I won't be gone very long today. I've only got like 3 stops to make, and I don't have a whole lot of groceries to get. And then I ended up getting a whole shopping cart full of groceries. And I take my own bags in there, so I had to bring plastic bags home. I reuse the plastic bags in my trash cans, but I've got these Walmart shopping bags, those canvas ones, material ones, and I take those in with me. Well, because I was only expected to get like 3 things, I didn't bring but 1 bag with me. And when I got in there, I needed the other bag, so guess what I ended up doing? Yep, putting them on the plastic bags that I didn't want to do. I did not want to have to use the plastic bags, but I ended up doing it anyway. So, but only 2. I piled everything else into that big fabric bag that I got at Walmart. It's real heavy. And then the other 2 bags, I put stuff in them, but I only used 2 bags, so. Oh, Lordy. Don't shop on an empty stomach, y'all, because it's true. You will spend more than you want. And the thing I'm scared about is, if I find a recipe that I need ingredients for, and I only manage to find 2 or 3 of the ingredients, and I don't get the other ingredients, then that recipe doesn't get made, and they end up going bad on me. I needed cornstarch. Well, Walmart didn't have any cornstarch. Now, I don't remember how many recipes I had picked out that called for cornstarch, but I know there was more than 1 that needed cornstarch. I also got a container of sour cream, and if I don't use that, that will go bad. And then I had to get 2 spices that I don't keep on hand for another recipe that I don't make all the time. In fact, it's one I've never made. It's a new one that I want to try. And I just hate trying a new recipe that calls for spices that I don't keep. Common spices like cinnamon and black pepper and paprika. Because then you have to buy the whole entire bottle. And if you don't like the recipe and you're not going to make it again, then you don't never use that spice for anything else, then you just got a spice there that's going to go old after a while. I wish they had like little dispensers where you could just dispense like about 3 tablespoons of a spice that you wanted to use for a recipe. Push a button and a couple of tablespoons come out and pay for it like that, instead of having to pay anywhere from $1.50 to $4 for a tiny little bottle of spice, and then you make the recipe and it's like, yuck, it's horrible. And I wanted to get some lettuce so bad to use for sandwiches, but I don't eat lettuces a lot. A head of lettuce was $1.68. I didn't want to pay $1.68 for a head of lettuce and just use a couple of leaves off it. They had leaf lettuce and loose lettuce, and they were like $1.68, and they were great big packages of them. And I only needed like 2 or 3 leaves, and I'm almost wanting to go over to the deli and ask them, will you guys just sell me like 2 pieces of leaf lettuce, just 2 lettuces? Because I don't want to have to pay for the whole thing, I'll give you like 50 cents for 2 leaves. But if, because the thing about it is, if they say, oh no, we got to have $1, I might as well put the 68 cents with it and go ahead and buy the whole head of lettuce. I'm going to do that. But I just don't use lettuce that much. I don't use a lot of fresh vegetables for me by myself before they go bad. And I hated spending all that extra money on all that stuff. So anyway, I didn't get the lettuce. I passed it up. I figured, well, I'll just have the sandwich with cheese and meat on it, no lettuce. So, well, I'm here at the house now, so I'm gonna get inside and get this stuff put away. Talk to y'all later in the next video. And y'all come back and see us any old time. Bye for stopping and visiting. See you in the next one.